Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Steve Kerr drops truth bomb on Jimmy Butler's injury after Warriors win. Jimmy Butler played through pain and delivered a playoff performance for the ages to lift the Golden State Warriors past the feisty Houston Rockets 109-106 in Game 4 on Monday. Butler scored 14 of his 27 points in the fourth quarter as the Warriors moved within a win away from advancing to the Western Conference semis. Golden State coach Steve Kerr was in awe of Butler, who returned after missing Game 3 with a deep glute muscle contusion. If this were the regular season, Kerr said Butler would have missed a week or two. But it's the playoffs, Kerr told reporters after their thrilling Game 4 win. He's Jimmy Butler, so this is what he does. The rebound at the end was just incredible, the elevation, the force. Then, of course, knocking down the free throws to clinch it. Jimmy was just amazing. Butler grabbed the game-sealing rebound against 3 Rockets players with 4 seconds left. I saw that I wasn't battling with Steven Adams in the last play, so I was able to go up there and be a semi-athlete, but I wanted that rebound, Butler said of the play. I told Dre, Green, if you get a stop, I will get the rebound. He got the stop and I got the rebound. Draymond Green forced the steaming hot Alperen Sengun, who led the Rockets with 31 points, to miss his short stab at the basket. Butler got loose from Rockets forward Dillon Brooks and collared the rebound that had Kerr all pumped up. On the offensive end, Butler came through in the clutch, scoring 11 of the Warriors' last 14 points to overcome the gritty Rockets, who took a 101-97 lead with 4:20 left. He played through the injury, Green said of Butler. It was beautiful. But what his presence does for this team is humongous. In the first 3 quarters, he couldn't move. Not sure how he started moving in the fourth quarter, but he never complained. He stuck with it. I think what was most important, when the time was right, everybody on our side looked to get him the ball. When you get him the ball, he makes great things happen for himself or for others. It was huge. I think my favorite play was the last rebound. I looked up, I thought it was Jonathan Kuminga out there flying. It was Jimmy. Butler is 13 years senior to Kuminga, yet he played like he was 22 again, young and athletic, in the riveting fourth quarter. I thought it was winning time, Butler said about his fourth quarter performance. It's just part of the game. Your body starts to warm up, you start to match a little bit better, you gain confidence. People start talking to you. Then good things happen. Butler's competitive drive kicked in after his back and forth with Brooks. I like it, Butler said of his heated exchange with Brooks. I think we all like it when people start chirping. It's been this way this entire series. I don't think it's going to change, and we're going to go out there, we're going to compete, and we're going to go do what we're supposed to do in Houston. Win Game 5 and get more rest to prepare for the conference semifinals. Brandon Podziemski is beginning to make his playoff lore for Warriors. The NBA postseason reveals truths that 82 regular season games can sometimes obscure. It's where pretenders become contenders and where hyped prospects suddenly look like deer caught in championship headlights. But most importantly, it's where legends are born. And Dub Nation, I'm here to tell you that we're witnessing something special unfolding right before our very eyes. Last name Podziemski, first name Brandon. Folks, after Golden State's clutch 109-106 victory over Houston last night, the TNT broadcast featured NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal pausing to make sure he pronounced Pod's last name correctly. That's how you know you made it. For the first half of the 2024-25 season, the whispers around Chase Center were getting louder. Had the Warriors overestimated what they had in Podziemski? His shot wasn't falling, his decision-making seemed hesitant, and Warriors Twitter was doing what Warriors Twitter does best, panicking in all caps. The numbers were brutal. Through much of the season, Pod struggled with his efficiency, looking nothing like the sharpshooting rookie who cracked the rotation so decisively last year. The sophomore slump had claimed another victim, and the vultures were circling. Enter Draymond Green, who delivered what might go down as the most important 5-minute media session of the season. "What he's trying to work through is y'all's fault," Green told reporters, putting the media on blast. He was trying too hard to be an all-star instead of just taking the next step. Sometimes the harshest truths come from those who care the most. And something in that public defense seemed to flip a switch in the 22-year-old guard. Since the calendar flipped to mid-February, we've seen a completely different player emerge from the statistical ashes. Post-All-Star Pods has been nothing short of revelatory. The shooting splits tell the tale: 47.8% from the field and a blistering 43.8% from downtown since February 13. That's not just a hot streak, that's the kind of efficiency that forces opposing coaches to rip up their defensive game plans in real time. But the statistical transformation goes beyond just shooting percentages. Pods has been a legitimate two-way force, using his basketball IQ to compensate for what he might lack in raw athleticism. The charge-taking machine from his rookie season has evolved into a complete defender who seems to materialize exactly where the ball is headed. Through 4 games against Houston, the official playoff stats paint a picture of a young guard finding his rhythm at exactly the right moment: 12.5 points per game on 37.8% shooting, 37% from deep, with 4.3 rebounds, 3.0 assists, and 1.3 steals. Those numbers might not blow you away at first glance, but context is everything. While Jalen Green has posted marginally better raw numbers, 15.5 ppg, his shooting efficiency, 31.3% from 3, and turnover issues, 3.0 per game, including 5 in Game 4, reveal a young star still struggling to adapt to playoff intensity. Game 4 might as well have been called the Podziemski game. Warriors face brutal Jonathan Kuminga decision after Jimmy Butler injury update. The Golden State Warriors will be buoyed by the return of Jimmy Butler for Game 4 of their first-round series against the Houston Rockets at Chase Center on Monday night. According to NBA insider Chris Haynes, Butler will make his return after missing Game 3 and the final 3 quarters of Game 2 due to a pelvic contusion. It comes after an earlier report on Monday from ESPN's Shams Charania stating that the Warriors were expecting to regain their 6x All-Star. Butler's absence in Game 3 caused multiple changes across Golden State's lineups and rotations, with young forward Jonathan Kuminga taking the veteran spot while Quinton Post started in place of Moses Moody. Kuminga had some good moments guarding Rockets guard Jalen Green and had a couple of important baskets at the rim early in the third quarter, but only played 17 minutes in which he scored 7 points and was a -5 in the 104-93 victory. The former 7th overall pick was again benched when it mattered most, with Kuminga not seeing a single second of playing time in the fourth quarter as the likes of Moody, Gary Payton II and Buddy Hield were all preferred over him. Butler's return could mean Kuminga is once again out of the rotation completely, having received 3 straight DNPs prior his teammate's injury in Game 2. Head coach Steve Kerr has openly admitted previously that Draymond Green, Butler, and Kuminga don't fit together, leaving the writing seemingly on the wall for the latter. His only opportunity may be if Butler is on a minutes restriction, though that may be considered unlikely given the former Heat star has missed such little time. Kuminga is set to be a restricted free agent in the offseason, and one final axing from the rotation could mean we've seen him in a Warrior jersey for the last time. Elsewhere in the starting lineup, Kerr will have a decision to make on whether to bring Moody back and return to a group that served him so well over the last few months, or reward Post for an improved defensive and rebounding performance in Game 3. The rookie center only scored 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting on Saturday night, but did have a career-high 12 rebounds and displayed far greater physicality with Houston big men Alperen Sengun and Steven Adams. Golden State also found success matching Post on Amen Thompson defensively, with the Rockets forward shooting just 5 of 16 from the floor for the game. The Warriors will be hoping to take a decisive 3-1 lead with a win on Monday night, but a loss could tilt the series back in the Rockets' favor ahead of a return to Houston for Game 5. And you, fan? What do you think about Jimmy Butler's situation? Write to us in the comments.